Welcome back, YouTube.
Are you starting right now, right?
Yeah.
Hey YouTube, today we're going to be changing the front tire on this CBR500. It's probably going to be the same from 2013 to common day, like except for dual discs on 2021 and newer. So you're going to need a 17 millimeter Allen socket. You're going to need a 12 millimeter wrench or socket. So the first thing we're going to do is loosen up this pinch bolt right here. You don't have to take it out, just loosen it up. That's plenty. Then put the 17 millimeter socket in there, the Allen socket in there. And then you're going to loosen that up. And you're going to take this completely out. And if you do have a newer model that has dual discs, you're going to have to take off one of your calipers at least to get the wheel out. But with this single one like this, it just comes out. Alright. Now I know it's out of the threads. I'm going to lift the tire up here and pull this axle out. Once the axle's out like that, put it in a clean spot, and then you're going to drop the wheel down out of the pads and then turn to the left, and there you go, your wheel's out. Now I'm going to take this to the tire shop to get this tire replaced. So I'm going to take these spacers out like this.
What? I thought you just had to clean it and it will be alright.
No, I'll take these spacers out like this, and I put them back on this, the way they came out. So
The way
that one's on that side, and that one's on that side. And I'll just leave that hanging there. So when I come back, I'll know which way the spacers go.
Okay.
So off to the tire shop we go.
Yahoo!
Be back in a bit.
Yeah, be back in a bit. Bye.
Okay, so I'm back from the tire shop now. I've got this Michelin Road 6 tire. That's the tread pattern on it. It was about $279.95, and I'm ready to put it back in. So you're going to put your spacers in to the wheel, and this side too. And now I'm going to lube up, I'm going to grease up my axle. So I'll leave that in there for now. And I'm using Shell grease for this. You can use whatever grease. And I'm just lubing up the shaft that's actually in on the bearings. And so I'll leave that in there. And so to put this back in, make sure your brake pads are spread apart. And you're going to put this in first on this side. And once the brake pads are in, you're going to be constantly fighting that. Make sure that your spacers don't fall out. Once they're in, and you can line it up, take your axle and slide it in. You'll feel it go all the way to the threads. Take your 17 millimeter Allen, and you You can start tightening it up by hand. You don't need to tighten it up with the ratchet yet. And at this point, if you've got a torque wrench, you're going to set your torque wrench to about 45 foot-pounds and then torque this bolt down. That's tight enough. And then you're going to set your torque wrench to 16 foot-pounds and tighten up this pinch bolt. Okay, that's tight. Then spin your wheel. Make sure it shouldn't be binding at all. It should be able to spin it freely. And then after you're all done, you're going to pump up your brakes again because the pads are going to be separated from pulling the wheel out. So you're going to have to pump this up. Pump it up. Should have good handle, good lever, and then you can spin it and it'll still spin. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below if you've got one of these bikes. I've gone through about 5 different types of tires on the front. I've gone through a Battle Axe T30, Evo, BT57, an BT023, all Bridgestone. This is my first Michelin tire. And the only reason I'm doing this is to match the rear tire. Thank you. So now I'm going on a test ride, make sure I've got brakes, make sure the front tire feels balanced, and everything feels good.